Going to do all of May. I do not know if May was just a profitable month or not, but still, I know that the more data I have, the more it helps me to be composed and to trust. I was reading earlier today and was talking about the fact that we focus a lot on my A plus setup and stuff like that. And I was thinking about it. Of course, we can quantify setups, but the question is, how do we know what is our A plus setup really? Of course, we know if I get something around there. So if I have this and this and this and this, and it wins, it's an A plus setup. But every winning setup is an A plus setup. Might not be perfect, but we do not know it's going to point. It should have been a very painful trade, considering. I still win. Why would it win? Because these are levels, these are magnetic levels. I really understand why, one says 20, previous high, putting this here at the previous high at the manipulation level. Even this might have lost. We've lost because maybe not, but yes, it will. Because it didn't peak here, came back here, and would have lost before money. Those are the trades, those are what happens. So this is the closest at 7. This is the only closest trade. I was at this was a type 1, but a type 1, type 2 kind of trade. So I know that the indicator would say this is 1, but then it goes, so it's maybe I came to the market earlier and I saw this lost, and now this is another painful one. Bang, 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 bang. Too high. Yeah. So what do we do next? Is that okay? Drops. Nothing here. This is the last expansion into the M level, and this is news. Nasdaq goes down into this, no expansion, nothing special, and yeah, let me see if maybe from different feed how it looks like. Okay, for example, this is because I know that some feeds don't use gaps. I'm like, so, but this is interesting, right? Oh, okay, wrong one. Yeah. So some feeds don't use gaps, like, so bam. So this would be expansion. So this guy had this guy as an expansion. OB. This difference in what one is saying is a marble. This for these guys, black hole, same black hole, but they have different contracts, different feed. One for CFD, their CFD and their futures feed. You see, all this for them expansion. And if I come back to capital.com or even their other previous feed, it isn't. The expansion is just 2 candles. If you come here, it is just 2 candles too. But in this instance, this is the OB. Technically, it's the OB. We don't do anything with it. I do not like the fact it doesn't jump right here. So technically, this would be the OB, because if I was trading, I would just come to like a chart like this and find this, of course. I'm using capital just because it has been the most consistent so far. So this this. So until you close above this, do nothing. Until you close below this, do nothing. So on this day, you just, for this first hour, it will have just been maybe a previous loss, unless, but there are other things in this place, you know, that signifies if you've taken a previous loss or something. I do not know yet. And then this happens, but for the sake of my, this a long stuff, is good to not use indicators, but the point is to make our life easier. That's the point. I have a feeling this Thursday will be a very annoying day. Let me just cut this. Oh, really? Okay. So we come back here. We didn't touch this until here. Maybe this might be an indication that this might happen, but this is news. Open. Expansion. This is under expansion, of course. Under page. Where is it? Expansion. I don't know why that didn't show there. Let's come back again. Expansion, OB, this expansion, this is it. All right, we are above. This is a T2. Don't close below this. So this is going to be where it starts. Why? Second FUG, first FUG. Put your stop here. Put your stop here. This will be a very painful one because it eats it and gave you an opportunity before it's 30 to get out. But it wouldn't have mattered. 17. I have to turn on the points calculator again. So this is from the 1st of May. But also the reason why I like to see losses, apart from the fact that it's annoying, is that it reminds me of the realities of what is happening. So I know I'm not too, how did they say it? Once this ends, your trading starts. So these are start, all these are back on the menu. Excuse me, this confirms this. This is an expansion. This is an expansion. Both of their levels are. Where's the OB for both of them? OB. I don't know why it says this is an OB. This is definitely an OB. I don't know if it's, oh, okay, it's an OB for that. This. No stress. Accept this loss, close it. While this is happening, that's the trade. This is open. There is something here. This goes here. That is it. It closes. This closes. Interesting that this finishes. Comes back where? There. Magic. OB. Sell. It set up its own setup. Oh, sorry, that is where that is. If you're feeling so boys, bam, 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 it's tags, it's final. 46. It doesn't matter. If it's set up its own setup, this is 24. Another 24, so that is 49. Oh, 20 points. Sorry, one goes off here. Then, oh, doesn't matter. Either we trade, there's a win there. Expansion. This is the expansion. OB. These are the very tricky ones, right? because we say, and also this is why I also repeat this so that I remind myself of what to do, because so every time that my not every time that my A plus, sorry about that, A plus setup presents itself. So if it doesn't, what must I do when it does that? You have to, like, it's not every time that the interpretation is correct. It's easy. This is a type 2. This is an OB, of course. But the OB, according to Quantware, breaking through this. Okay. This guy needs this. Fair enough. Oh, the pain on this trade, the pain on this kind of setup, the pain. Fail to eat this here, fail to eat it here, and does this, eats this, and then comes down. The pain on it. Let's see. God. So it's this, CS did this. This doesn't have anything. Goes up, no type 2 to go down. So we're back in longs until when? Until further notice. It goes up. Type 2. Confirm. This is what I said about these types. Actually, it's not this type, is it? It's just a pure type 2. This happens, you close above this. This is a trust buy. We don't, if you do not do that, this happens here. This is a buy. This is the OB and the CST and the 2 bar and everything. This is high. That's done. Tag, done. 29. Excuse me. So 29. So a reminder of me to just the setup presents itself, it presents itself. Nothing more. We don't know how it's going to be. We don't know how the future is going to play. It's going to be very exhausting, very scary. Once a risk is managed, it's very true. Part of not trusting setup is from risking too much. This just beautiful tags into this. This is the old one. Tags into it. Okay, close below this. There's too much. Do this, gives me this. Sell. Well, it didn't happen. Pain. These are painful setups because when you see this, these are trades that help you end your day. Let's say even come back halfway here. 74 points. But what happened? We tap this. We tap the D level. My expectation, we are coming down here. But it doesn't. If you look at number 5, this is a trade is ready here. But number 2 is worrying me. When I see this, they are going up. Not that we are going up, we are forming, we are not coming down. We are forming this. What happens? This is what happens instantly. It's enough time for me to say, you know what? And I wish I did not see this. But it's enough time for me to say, okay, is this worth it? I do not know. Because I would put my stop here. Win, fair. That is all. We're back to the early times when there was so much, well, everything was really so fast. Like, to be honest with ourselves. So these wins, nothing more. If you're being so bold, because this goes up, probability that I'll be closing some, especially at here is very high, but that goes up, comes down, goes up. Why wasn't I afraid for sell if I close this? For me, at least seeing on this, what will be going back at the back of my mind, there was no type 2 ever here for a sell down, none. So those are the nuances. Okay, this happened. Once this happened, you saw the CST, you know that you can buy this. They came down. I'm not going to miss this unless you are so brave that it's a risk you want to take. I'm not going to take that. But you can take this. Once it failed, it goes up. You'll be like, okay, I'm not too sure. Maybe they're not going down. When this is coming back, I'm thinking, oh, are they coming back for it? They could. That's why you take something off. Like I said, all this is just based on, I want to see it for myself. I just hope I would not. I'll just trust it. If you fail to see this, they go up, no expansion, they come back here, you are going up or you believe in the trade. What did they do at this OP? Print another type 2. Of course, it didn't confirm, but 2 bar confirmed. Another, this is nice. If I was saying, okay, wait, let me confirm, then this is gone. But where is it going to? Why can you jump here? Because this guy. So if this is gone, don't waste time. Just, that's another thing. I feel so sorry. I want the perfect entry, the perfect trade. Under 70 points almost. And we've not talked about this because this is valid. Get CST, enters here. Your stop cannot be inside here. Why? That's why I didn't pay. That's why I didn't talk about it, because my stop cannot be inside here. Considering the fact that they are ranging here, there's not been any bullish expansions yet. We are having bearish expansions in this place, and it's true. And I'm thinking price might come down here. So your stop is going to be big. In this point, it doesn't seem much, but of course it's much. So we have 60. But let's say we wanted this comes down out of fair. Let's just say 40. So I cut these losses, especially the ones you see the losses, I always want to take them in full. Either way. Expansion, did we expand through this? This is its OB. Do we expand through this here? Excuse me, with an FEG? No. Will this piss me off? Absolutely. Why? Because I'm too mechanical. Because this is not close to an FEG. Above this means I want, when this happens, I'm thinking, okay, come down, close this, or come down again, and then close this and I'll buy. But it is what it is, unless something else is there, I don't know. But sometimes also, as I've noticed, because of this attraction, you can jump into this to be like, okay, this is there, that is there. They just concluded this again. Maybe, you know what, maybe after under CST, they keep CST. Under type 1, okay, keeps going up. Type 2, type 1, type 1s are not confirming. You see, no bearish setup is confirmed, not confirmed, not confirmed, not confirmed. First time we have this, but okay, give us this OB, hallelujah. Come down here, nope, not confirmed. Confirms this, triggers this, buy. 28 points. Where's your stop? Yeah, or there, or 1-to-1. There's no FEG here. This is invalidation because I already did this. Don't close below this. Stop. It gets there. Type 1 rejects this. This is the first CST, I know because I want to short, because I truly believe in this place, I will jump in here. I know myself. But then I'll see my error. Why? We had a type 1 into this. Let it confirm. Let it confirm. But I know I want to quickly jump into that. No. Let it confirm. This is the type 1 brought us into this. Let it, if this CST has happened, give this happening. Even if it's just this happening, yes, I'm losing 14 points. Even if your entry is here, there's a lot of ranging down. Like there's a lot of range down rather, for where you're expecting price to go. 150 points from there. Yes, this is good. If it gets there, of course, but it stops from losses. So, bam, bam. I'll take this as one, which is not. This could have been a green. It could have been a red candle on another CC. On another, that's it. That's indecision. So, on another place, it could have been a red one. Of course, it's a green one here. So, because we'll wait for that. We are still going to take a loss here. It's inevitable. Bang, bang, bang. Comes here. Type 1. Almost back to the same entry. 30 points. Loss. Why don't you not have a position here more? Because in this case, it has to be that instead of one lot, it's going to be after lot. It has to be this. When this confirms, you have the rest. This is testing, spelling, 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 dragging, spelling. You're in drawdown. Just let it go. Type 1 comes out. This is very important for the future. Very important. Type 1, type 1. These two lines. Okay, this already got confirmed, so I might have even been tempted to sell again here. Actually, I'll put it there that I sold there. Stops here, 17. Very angry, but it's very important. Especially this and this. We'll see in the future. All right, but now we've seen, sometimes you see conflict of ideas. Number 2 did not play out. We didn't have number 1 that played out well. We have number 3 failed. Number 4 showed up, but I didn't know how to trust it because only the expansion that happened above this guy had no FEG. The expansion above this, because we're there an OB, had no FEG. Okay, not valid because this is an OB. Then this happened, no FEG. So it made it difficult until this to say, okay, let's just trust it because we have a drawn liquidity, at least based on the indicator. What happens next? We are still expanding. All right, we're expanding through the old levels, but we're not doing that. It's above this now. We're above. We are doing nothing for now. This is risky because this is not touching. This is touching it as a support to bounce. I don't do that. But what do I do? Or what can I do? I will not buy this. I will not buy this CST. But what happened to the first CST after? Of course, in the case this is a type 2. Like I said, this is a type 1/type 2 type. I treat it as both. Continuations. What happened? This. Why will you buy it? 1, you cannot sell this. 2, where's your invalidation? Yes. Where are you going now? Yeah. Why? We are playing D minus D plus. Right? We took this 25 points. Done. Once this finishes, now we're back in business. So, expansion. This is an old expansion. This is very interesting because we had gains away from there. So this is interesting for the future. Expansion OB is also interesting, but not much. So this is a type 2. This is failing. Our first expansion. What do we want to see? Either this goes above and now we're going higher, or dies here. My preference would be die here, come back into this big guy, because this is a type 2. Oh, we have a type 2 here, so we should sell here. Actually, the sell is on now. And I'll trust the sell. Why? I want to sell. Two sells have missed me. So we can have that. So we can have price return back for us and come back. Now the question I'm asking in my mind is, yes, it's a type 2 sell. Okay, this is an expansion. Yes, it's closing above it until we close above this heavy sell. I would trust this heavy sells once this guy. So something like this. It doesn't matter how they go. Just don't. Just be there. I don't know how this ended, and for this we have to trust this. Yeah, so we must. This is it. 18, 20. Okay. On this instance, first target is 15 point. I'll push it to 20. I hope I don't make a mess. This is it. This is straight. Also, I like the fact that we had this old level, so I'll push it. And actually, I'll push this because we are still going here. This is the 1 hour, 2nd hour. I'll leave a partials 257 on up the hard. Why was I looking? Because this for me, I still believe is on the cards, but there is a lot. Of course, I don't know how old 252 point, and I do not know if I will, because this is massively bullish kind of on this point. Additionally, all these levels must hold, and we need this, guys, until we break below this, guys. But if we touch this, we can still go up, so we can still have a lot of madness. Touch this, go back up here, come back. So this is a swing that is not going to happen even, and that's why I extended my stop to above this old level. Not too much, but then it's like that is holding. But first, this is an idea. There, it's a type 2. Then second, this I'll put that there, and this will be 1. Partials comes off here, goes there. So this will disappear. This confirms this our first thing, but all right. So we have the first confirmation. This that is more than 20 points, but I'm still holding out for this. Why? This, guys, I would only blame myself when we are closing above this. I don't want to see a close above this. If it's 2 positions, of course, 1 out, 1 is out. This is a type 1. So give me an OB. This one can go first here, give an OB, and then once that OB is confirmed, I'm closing that position. Well, you will see what I'm saying. So let's go one by one. We are failing to break below, but what has happened? Confirm your 2 bar on this. So even if at closest position, this is where's my invalidation will be at 13 point. TP there. Not worth my stress. So that's why when I was saying I might take TP here, it's because I was targeted that this is not too big 20 points. We've already taken 2 expansions to type 2. We still need this guy, because this is an OB. We need a CST of it. I'll prefer close instead of a weak. But we already said we are going to do this. In real life, definitely have closed here, especially I don't like this. So we'll delete this. We'll see how to play it out. Okay, fine. Oh, that was too much. OB of this cells. Don't forget this, because we are not seeing anything. This is our trade expansion. We've played this type 2 as one. We've played this. This is the first one that came out. This is risky. I do not like this because it's low. I'm adding more, but my stop would be 20 minimum. Why don't I like this? This is a nice stop. If they close, I don't want them to close above this. Don't close above this. Don't close. Don't close. This kind of weak it, so I'll move it up a little bit, but don't close. And this. So if I'd closed my position for 20 here, or after this, if I've not closed 20, B, this is where you go B. Two I've worked out. The third one is confirmed. B, I'll move my stops here. And whatever is here, I'm risking this. I'm risking my first position here. I do not like this trade. I don't know, there's something about it that feels hard, but all our expansions, bearish expansions have happened and the highs. So this is it. Oh my, so much for hard. So much for hard. Love it. I love when I see this in real life. I love it. It gives me joy. This is the beauty of backtesting. When you don't see everything and you have a plan and it's working out, it gives you joy. And why did we enter here? Because this is the OP. We didn't even, this will be the proper stuff, but let's just say just enter here. That's why I put it in. So 28.57. This is 28. And I know that this is holding, but we'll just put 40. Remove. In case this is ongoing. So if you truly believe this is ongoing, not forgotten about it, because that is the entire level. This is your setup based on this. This is an old level, but this is at this place you've taken partials. If you're on this one, you got B. Doesn't matter what happens. You've paid 25. They're going to 50, 25 partials is gone, or 30. 30, whatever happens after now, these are B. It's as if I didn't take the trade, but I've taken the smaller ones. I like when a plan comes together like this. Now we have to play it and see, because we do not know how the candles play. So at that level, I love this. This just gives me joy. This gives me so much joy. So we'll have to delete here, because I was thinking, sorry, what happened? We have an expansion here already. So we need a CST. Did we get a CST? No, we did not get a CST. We just got a normal type 2. Very painful. Why? I would enter. I have to enter. It's the principle of it. You have to. No. So I like the fact that the low of the green candle is at this place. Once this happens, close. This takes me out 20 points. So you're giving back 20 points. Man. Why? This is valid. This isn't close below it. And there's a type 2, a very good type 2, because this is good. So I take it. Then we close through it. FEG. We already have this. We are closing back into a level that its range of opportunity was this, at least technically for now. So what did we have after this FEG? A type 2. Thank you, sir. this. I do not like that. That's false. Did we close above this? No. Did we tap this? Yes. First range of opportunity, 30 points, done. That is the first trade because this is our lower range, done. You take it out. Where's the next range if it's going to run? This. I like the fact that it's there. Will I trust this? Let's see. 20 points is done. If it reaches 26, very good. So, because this level was 30 points, so it's like 26, you're done. You're at B. So, I don't know where that level was. That's it. Now you're playing. I don't know how it goes, we'll see. Very painful, but oh my god. Very painful here because will I close? Most likely will have closed. I don't know, like, why do I say very painful? It's like reacting this, that is, taps it, dumps up. That's so much. I'd say I would have maybe closed inside there, but I don't know because I didn't see what was happening. Oh, we started a new. Why won't you close even if this happens? What will give you the confidence to leave your partials, or should leave your partials, not you, because I'm not ascertaining, we do not know, to leave your partials and trust this. So we should go over now to sell every type 2. This happens, I do not like this, not because it went against me and your stop is not here. If I sell, of course they gave it this, there's no rush. My stop is big, my stops cannot be here. There's an FEG here, there's no top week, it has to be here. I'm not risking this yet. For this, considering the fact that it dumped, hopefully I don't get stupid and buy here and put my stop there. And that's why I wish I had not seen this. But it's just silly. This is the trade. Else, do nothing. Let Gandalf play out. Comes back. Even if you have to close it. Let's assume we, after this rejection, we close this. It's a low entry. You've seen 30 points, so 74 points. Let's just leave it. Why not? This is still a target. This, once this happens, I'm closing this. Not because I do not believe in this again. I'm closing it heavily. It's heavy. I'm closing heavy here. Not because I do not believe in the next 100 points. I believe in it. We are tapping this. It will go as high as here. So stops. Close it heavy. Stops is there. So how will you enter this trade? All right, expansion. OB, already confirmed it. Expansion type 2. I like it when type 2s are showing up a lot. Type 2. Type 2. After closing this, no rush. Let's see, underfeed. Okay, underfeed. See. Now I have to cycle through 4 feeds just to be sure of our setups. You see this, and that's what I was looking. Doji, this is, it could be any man's game. Yeah, it looks clear here, but why? The risk above here is what a lot, and you have to put your stop. You see, this even doesn't have a top wick here. So this takes it up. CST this guy. Why? It's a type 1. This is the first expansion. This is the first candle that I ran into it. This guy. So I like this. This is an OB here. CST of this OB. We've not run this, but I like this. So if you're so choosing to sell, so this is when you trust it. This is going here. Stop is more. This has a more reason. Done. Done. It has to be. If not, okay, play this one. This already happened. This is this. We trust the OB of this. Enter here, because this is the OB to this one. Buy. You did not buy, sell. You have to sell this. It's enough. I have to sell this. It's obvious where it's going. We're targeting. Where do we want? We even want this. So if I'm targeting below here, I want this. If not, if I sold here, this is good enough. Everything is more than 40, so we would have 35 to our trade. Shall we? I will keep reducing the stops, the profit. Okay, so now we are looking at this. This is a big buy. This is in validation. That is massive for me. This is a type 1. You could use this. So after this close, I'm going to target I'm going to target 20 here. Actually, I'll target 37. This is much. I'm confused that this can tap it and this can run without me. In this life, if for a while this is happening, I'm buying this. Let me not lie. But I will use my normal risk because this is 50 points. So normal 0.2. As if I'm taking all these normal trades, but for the big one, I'll prefer us to either come back. I want it close as possible. Yeah. So I want something like, since this is a type 2, if it can give me this, I'll go. Okay. You have to take this. I will take it, so I'm not gonna lie. I would not take this CSD. I have to. I also like the fact maybe if it was normal that it came low. It came low to 50% of the OB that went into this. These are the things that you do not die. I forgot. Again, new trade, right? So let's move on this. We've seen that we already made this. New trade, right? What did it happen? We didn't do nothing. This OB CSD buy. Target there. Big stop makes sense. All of a sudden it's not there. Somewhere here. 40, I'm thinking 50, round 50. Makes sense. Give me this, all this. I'm okay with this. That's it. When it comes back to 50%, what has happened? My initial stop is now back to 20. This you buy. There. If it hits, you claim 50. If it doesn't, you claim the full stop. Also, we are tracking this expansion, close above this with an FEG. We are going up. Isn't it amazing that it came back to this? Wow. Just see. I wish this could flip. Okay. Place this. If we didn't take this shot, the first shot, let's just remove this for a minute. We already said we'll leave this at this plane. If not, when it comes back, I have to buy. And I'll show you why. I have to buy it a second. Okay, so we leave this this expansion, tags it here, comes back here. This will be here. There. And there. Actually, okay, it can expand beyond that, so there. Target here. 34 points. I don't know if we added this shot initially. Guessing we did. Yeah, we did 40, but if you didn't take this, comes back, rules based. type 1, confirms, OB, sell. Why is this important? These guys will be touching this, so this TP there. It has to be why this guy, it's this. This is 50% of my OB. All right, bring it up. Bring it up. 40. It rejects. I don't like. I'm closing it here. 35 point. Done. I said why this was to be something. So failed to expand above it. Expansion. OB. Not valid. Expansion. 2 bar. OB. Old level. This. Buy this. We have to buy this. Why? Didn't touch the D. Didn't touch this. Still bouncing around this. Close below this or this, we are dying. If not, and this was so close. You see how close it came to this first one and to this. I'm not saying this is off the card. 1 hour, 2 hours. Within this hour, when I say a shot, I'm going to target this. I hope I remember that. Because within 3, maximum 4 hours, she gets it. How close it came. And we've not even, I don't know, let's see. Maybe. Wind call. So if I was tapping and I see a wind call on this level and I see this bounce, I'm buying it. I'm buying it. Buying it. Wind call again here. 50%. Even if I didn't see this before, it was going up. Like, I should have done that. But this first one I will buy. It's big stuff, but that is where you use the minimum risk because I'll not lose too much, but I'll get something. And this touches it, so we call this and we'll have it as 50. So that's another 50. And then this is, I'm not going to go past this 20, 26. We are doing the best we can without saying too much. So we start this price on old level, but we are doing nothing. So it goes up, nothing special, and that has it. So nothing special. We know where it could go. We know where it could go. This is M1. This is M1. I need this. I need this. I don't use this. I'm gonna save this. Just to confirm what is happening. So this guy is doing its job, which is very good. Which should make us even trust it more. Why? Because we've moved this guy. Where did we move it again? We move when this happened. Where did we say? We said we will move it to, yeah, it's here. So it's at this level because this is what this. Now I'm thinking, why didn't I close everything? If I was on that, but just the same. Last hour. That's how we determine what happens to that expansion. Closed above it. We done with this with a candle, but this is its OB with this. Close above this OB. We done just with an FEG but not expansion. So in this instance, any type 2 buys that I see, I'll be very wary of it. If you look at that, now we are below. I'm selling this. I have to stop. Yes, 20. I'll put this here. I have to. There's nothing I have to, and I'm pulling it down. I can lose this trade. So because of fear, I have to. Why? Even though this has not come down, this is the expansion. We've broken through this. We've confirmed our 2 bar. This you're selling. This retracement to it doesn't matter. We're still bearish, of course. If I had my wish, my stop should be there. This type 2, don't expand above this actually. So this D line is my invalidation, and an expansion above it, done. It can weak it, so my stop will not be there. My stop would be a little bit above. Don't expand here. I don't know how to go. The rules are simple. He didn't confirm the 2 bar. This 2 bar bullish, he didn't confirm it, and we don't need it because even though we have an FEG here, it's an OB according to us. Because this OB is already here, we need to close above this. This expansion above this expansion force was not it. Additionally, if you say it was, where's the confirmation? None. But let's cycle through. None. 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 Nothing. So this was the one that claimed closest. By the time I was there, I love being like, oof. And why are we going for that? Because of course this do not, I like the fact there's a type 2 here. If you want to, if I'm going to add the second position after this happened or somewhere here, you had. I'm not going to add. Why? But TP1 on this is 60, it's more than 50 points. So maybe I'll take 20 maybe. But depending on if we close heavily here, so this your 20 is not coming out quickly. To relax. Why? This is still on my level on my cards. So we'll see. Maybe I would hit this or not. Okay, I need to see where we are in price. Closed heavy on this. There was the entry there. Closed heavy on it. Not heavy like we closed through it. That's 2.20 out. One lot is remaining. When we get here, we determine BE. But at this point, it's no longer 25. It's now 17. And I'm okay with that. Because I closed one. After this, once this happens, 30 points. Gained extra. Now we play this faster. And I'll show you. This is the pain of trading quick. We didn't do anything. We reversed this. This is annoying because there are several elements of it that says get out. But this is a sell, this is a buy happening in premium. Of course, this is a weird power. But it is what it is. I believed in this. So 17 points. I didn't even record the win at 17 points. So this failed. That's it. It is what it is. And then we come to the next hour. This do nothing here. Please, I hope I will do nothing here in real life. Do not. So this is type 2 didn't confirm. Maybe here would have been your first clue. 2 bar confirms. OB was here, comes into the OB. Just, but that makes sense. White bounce here. Because this candle closed above CST this OB, so it's okay if it doesn't enter this week because this was a full shoe. So it makes sense as it's bouncing here. Needs an OB. This first one doesn't. This second one doesn't. There's a close here, but I didn't mention before, and that's why I like this. I didn't see this, so it's done. It's a loss in this trade. Loss trade. Now we're expanding through. That's very interesting. Nothing to say down. OB is interesting. OB, but doesn't matter. I have to play this. See how close it comes to this break even. That was very close if you're still in that. So what did we see? That made sense. Expansion. I wanted to use this, but yes, this will be got there, but until we come, so this is what I'm saying. Until we close below this and then expand, now this is a buy. So if you're using this, so let's try. Let's start with that one first. Candle expansion, OB touched the M. All right, and expanded away. We have two ways. Okay, below this, I'm selling again. Expand through this with this guy, I'm buying again. Buy type 2. Regular target there. Am I a crazy person? 23. If taking this high, that is 25 points of 31. You will be targeting this in the previous this level actually. Why? Range of opportunity of this guy. Will I close this? Absolutely. Why? It's the same way we closed here, because this rejection, it's a range. You can die through it, or it can get almost there. So because of 3 points, I'm not going to take it off. No. Falls back into this CST compounded type 2. I'm out, but 20 points first. So we'll go with 10 points. Okay, that is if you take it at 1. If you said this is the first expansion to it, all right, good man. This is the trade. This is the first time we CST this. This is the return to the OB. This takes me out. Bam, bam, very painfully. Bam, bam, until we expand above this, do nothing. So I can say I put the stop here, but I didn't, because I only saw this now. So these are the times when I'll be annoyed, because I'm trying to implement an SLO, but I'll be like, oh, I should trust my close above, but no. Why? Okay, or not, because the first thing I did was to zoom. There's an FEG inside. There is an FEG. I hit stops inside the FEG. This will go over now. Stops to kill. But I'm not going to have this one. So bam, 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 die. So that is 30th point not added. And we didn't really add half of this. So in each scenario, it worked out. Type 2, very good. You like this. Another thing is type 2. I would have sold it actually, to be honest. OB, type 2 confirmed, CST, return. This is a risky one. Sell here, move stops quickly here. So these are the new hour. We don't need to. We are back below this. And what was I looking at the other time? This guy. So we close through this here. Price doesn't come back here. Painful. So this type 2 bounces, doesn't come back. Painful. This CST, but we want this, gets it, doesn't come back. Painful. Above. So we're only looking for shots here. allow short did not give us anything. Type 1, so we do nothing. Type 2, do we have any type 2 at this level? No, we do nothing. So expansion OB, you see, OB. This is a trade you can risk, but is it worth it at this time of the day? We've done it. Do I want to take it? Type 1, type 1, type 2, type. No, didn't confirm. Not valid here. Guys, why? This madness that is coming for this all morning. Madness. That is beautiful. That is just beautiful. But this that it did its job. Range of opportunity. The fact, imagine maybe on that it even touched it. It will have been madness, takes you out on your B. That was so close. You see why I put it there? I love it. I love it. It gives me joy. Oof, that was close to be on that feed. Did not so close. So beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I love it. It gives me joy. I feel so happy. Miss this, but feel so happy. So what did we have here? This confirms it here. Oh, confirms this here. Where does it come back to? OB. This was the one we cancelled. That we're like, it's too late. But you look at that. 19. And I hope I was pissed off. Nah, but let's see if we could get something. If we could, this goes up. This was the only setup done. If you wanted this, it's a type 1. You can get this. So this is useless. This is too far above. But oh, would you look at that? No wonder, because I shifted. So I knew it's 1. Would you look at that? This our hold level, treated set up at its own. That this is my stop. You've seen that we are, that's it, an average of maybe 25 points typically. So this is a beautiful trade. I'm not going to add it, but it's a beautiful, especially since I know that confirmation of this requires this, because this was the first thing I saw on this. So even if we are trading this hour to here, I didn't have time to go through everything. This is good. But under 30 points, another thing. Guys, if you wanted this, so if you wanted this as an OB, close below this. So let's start with this. This was the OB that I got there. So this is why I'm saying when I was explaining this before. This is an expansion where the OB got here and this didn't happen. This is not an expansion that hits this M level. So this is not a continuation expansion. This is not a continuation. This is not a failed expansion for continuation setup. It's just part of an OB. And so I prefer close above this OB then. So in this instance, when this went up, this is the OB. Close above this for you to signify to me that you want to go down. This, and I was saying that, that's what I was saying, like, okay, in this instance, if we come back and we're saying we're using this guy as an OB, we've closed above this. Sorry, this is the OB for this. Now we are back above it with this. If we found to this was a buy or something, I've forgotten what we were doing there. But I don't think we didn't add it. So yes, yeah. Okay, close below this is the OB with front back. So okay, this is the OB touched this. We didn't record this as this is just continued. Close below this, oh, all right. All right. Okay, so in that case, if we're recording this, then we have to record this then. As is a type 2, because we are saying actually no. This just went above This was just part of the whole expansion. When we close back above this, all right, now we are going for an expansion. So this is the first expansion above it. Any type 2 above this, yes, it's buy. If you said no, this is just an expansion. Okay, if it is on OB, this is on OB. Until you expand above this guy, you are not, this cell is still in place. So come back here, this OB. All right, if you expand below this with an FUG cell, we come back here, okay, with an FUG here. Does that here? Oh, okay. We want to sell. Goes back above. Okay, buy. But there's nothing to buy because everything else has fulfilled its condition. I'm looking at if you want to buy this, it should be a nasty loss. But why? Why do you want to buy this when this has returned to pick your entry here? And this is within this expansion. It doesn't matter. It's just madness. If this was an expansion above, okay, and this would be the first CS, you didn't know if this would happen. So if this, so let's say you say, okay, this expansion nothing has happened to it. This is my first expansion, 2 bar, closed below this type 2. You can buy this. You can buy this. You can buy this. Type 2 comes here. This has 1. Why am I setting the limit again when this was not even the probability trade? So coming back here, expansion OB, this, close below this, simple as that. Close it below it. Give me type 2. Please give me type 2. Why? I know where it is going. I know where it is going. It failed. Yeah, these instances where you can trust a CSD buy, maybe, but this is there at our level. Let's see how price behaves there. It touches it. Did it touch? Is it the green candle that touched it or not? Isn't that amazing? This refuses. Of course, you close this bloody thing. Taps it. I've seen in the past that we want to buy. I don't like this. This can lose. That's a CSD. What did I say? That can lose. I've lost on it before. When I see, imagine that you gave it T2 last minute into 3 o'clock. When I see, so what I'm trying to say, or what I've seen in the past, is that when you want to buy, you don't want the green, because this is just a rejection of that level. It was lovely. It was an instant rejection of it, but it's not a setup. We went up. What is the first thing? We're expecting price to come down. Why? Talking D level. It went down. Buying this is madness, because if I bought this up, of course, I would buy it this year. Gave 20 points. But it's madness simply because 1 is very high. 70, too much. 2, this is going against a 3. This, I've seen it when it's a green on a buy, wait. If it's a sell and we are holding, you see, when we got here, the first thing we did was we went, of course, this was not it. Okay, green, but that's why I sold the CST. I said I would sell this for CST. I've noticed that in this condition, the only reason why I entered it was because this was first rejection was a sell into that level, not a rejection of that level first. A sell into it, we CST'd it, and let's buy. So that was why I was like, you know what? No, I'm not doing that. I want to see it break through this level, and it makes sense because all these levels, they're interesting. If I was trading 3 o'clock, which I shouldn't be, this would be the next interesting level. Now we're having a type 2, fine. This expansion, OB, expansion, type 2, I want to buy desperately. But why should I buy? There's no reasons to buy. To buy this,
We are all below this. Yes, I can use this whole level, but we are below them. We could go through them. I do not know. Yes, it type 2 is a continuation, but is it towards this? And I'm using this, but I do not know how to use it. Why am I? Yes, this is lovely. It can play out, but this is not a trade. I'm waiting for this to happen. And this is so late into the day. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. I'm very mad I didn't engage it, but who cares? Who cares? This is nice. This is not worth it. So, type 2, nice. This is nice. This is not worth it. Just walk through it. Imagine that. Of course, we've not tested that. How price didn't go above. Of course, this was madness. I have a feeling this might be an earnings shenanigans because this much volume at the end of the day. But this is nice. This is very nice. This is very nice. But I'm happy I didn't get it into it because this is the reason we're so close. There's reasons to buy this, but not for expansion, OB, no FEG. So that's another reason why I'm like, okay, no FEG, I want to buy, but no, it's not worth it. I'm trying to see if they reach that in the next hour. No, they did not. So that is okay. That was a lovely trade today. And now let's see how we did. We didn't do well. We didn't manage to trade specifically well, but we will see how it goes. So 46 plus 29 plus 40 plus 20 5 plus 28 plus 40 plus 5 plus 38 plus 35 plus 50 plus 26 plus maybe this was the day, but it seems like this Thursday will have been interesting. This Thursday was good, that Thursday was good. Okay, I'm not saying Thursday is something, but it's interesting that this was also Thursday, and in May, maybe they will change it in who knows what day. 18 plus 30 plus 18 plus 27 plus 1 So it was a 4-hour day. A 4-hour day that we did not manage very well, but this was as close as it is to real life. So I'll fake this because if it was $100 account, this is $10 for 51, so it's a $40 day, 40% day. If it is using just the same risk, not even going bigger on DPDs or anything, just same risk. If it was, I'm just saying I didn't have a lot of trades. If it was $1,000 account, which is, I believe that is what a so that would be $100 for $500 if it was trying to come to a prop account for 100,000 prop account. So you're using 10 lots, I'm guessing. So each one of this would be times 10. So this would be 1,000 and 5,000. And that, my friends, is wonderful. 1st of May. I really enjoyed this. Really enjoyed this.